Alright, this video is about the Gen 3 Rekluse left-hand rear brake. Now I've been running Rekluse clutches on, I buy at least one of them a year. Every new 300 I have one on my 701. I absolutely love them. I've always run the left-hand rear brake, the Rekluse, so I've run I think 4 of the Gen 2s, which was just an adapted bicycle brake. It wasn't extremely powerful, and if you rode the bike a lot, especially if you tipped the bike upside down, it had to be bled at least once a month. But it only took 5 minutes to bleed. It wasn't a big deal. Reverse bleed from the caliper, not a big deal. Could live with it. So when the Gen 3 was announced, I got super excited. Looked at the design. This looked like a serious piece. It came with a full-length Brembo clutch lever, which, as you see, can be replaced with whatever lever you want. There's some design issues in that alone. I wanted a shorter ASV lever, but that's what I ended up with. A lot more adjustable. But so you look at the length of this thing, the stock lever is even considerably longer. So sticking out here. So if you look, I'm already pushed all the way over to the handlebars. And with the way this thing is designed, you don't have a choice on the position it goes in. It goes down here. So that's already a dumbass design. But they can deal with that, put a shorter lever on there. You could put a really short lever or cut this one down if you wanted to and still retain your adjustability. But that's not why I'm mad. So I got one of the first batches of the left-hand rear brakes last, November, December. I go to put it on. Everything's fine. So like I said, I don't really like the design in how long it is, how much of your bars it takes up. And before I got this ASV lever, it stuck out way past the handlebars, which is just stupid. But I could not for the life of me get this thing to bleed. So I bled and bled and bled, and you try pushing on it with a syringe from the rear caliper, and it just blow the hose off. I had the hoses clamped on. I had a vacuum bleeder up here on top. For the life of me, could not get the bleed. So I had my dealer order me another one. So there's an issue with this. I know it's not me. So I get a second one, and same problem. Eventually, I get fed up. I've gone through multiple cans of $20 brake fluid, piss fluid all over my anodized hubs on my Erzberg. Not happy about it. Call up Rekluse. Oh, well, apparently there's a manufacturing flaw, and that first batch that they sent out to me had an issue. So, oh my God, it's nice. They knew the serial numbers. They knew exactly where those part numbers went. They could have told the dealer and saved me hours of my life, let alone all the brake fluid and frustration. So they send me a third one. I get it somewhat bled. Now you can see here that this thing does nothing. I got it somewhat bled, but it still felt like there's air in the system. So I even paid my dealer to bleed it for me as well. They spent like an hour and a half on it, basically came back to results, fuck this piece of shit. So I've got $600 into this piece of shit. It's a $400 brake, plus actually I'm more than $600. Now $80 lever, whatever I pay the dealer, 100 something, and it never worked from day one. All my part, I have a super awesome parts guy. He contacted Rekluse. He was even willing to accept a credit, and he'd give me my money back, and they didn't tell him anything. So for all you people out there that like to ride really, really technical stuff, when you have an auto clutch, I love left-hand rear brakes. I can't live without one. If I have to not have one at all, I would actually remove my auto clutch altogether because it'll get you into trouble. So now I'm going to try out this Aux brake, Aux Hydra Pro, which is a self-contained system, so it won't bleed off. And I'm kind of excited about it. I was super excited about this Rekluse. I thought this would finally be exactly what I was looking for, but it doesn't work, period. So I'd like to save anybody else out there. I had no problem with the money that I have in it. If the thing worked, it wouldn't even be an issue. I had no problem spending that money to begin with, but the fact that it does not work at all, loses a bleed, just like nobody can get a bleed on. If you think there's something missing, feel free to let me know. But this is especially get Rekluse's attention because I'm not very happy with them. That's all I got. Good luck.